Tiara in CBSE English School. Myself, V.P. Sagar. Today, I will teach you that is some important chapter related to the chemistry. So, this is the ninth standard. Now, in ninth standard, we are having the 4 chapter related to the part of chemistry. One chapter is the matter in our surrounding. Second one chapter is matter around us pure. Third one chapter, atoms and molecules. Fourth one chapter, structure of atom. Means in our 9th standard of CBSE syllabus, 4 chapter we are having. Out of this 4 chapter, we have already completed. That is the first chapter related to the part of chemistry. It is the matter in our surrounding. This matter, definition of matter we already studied that. Anything which occupies the space, it is simply called as the matter. That 5 classification of matter we already completed. Solid, liquid, gas, plasma, both sides condensate. So, as well as we also study that conversion of the states of matter. Conversion of solid to liquid we already completed. Conversion of liquid to gas, it is again we completed. Conversion of gas state to the solid state we also studied. Again we know that like solid is converted into liquid, liquid is also converted into the solid. This solid, like liquid is converted into gas, gas is also converted into the liquid. Like solid is converted into gas, this gas, it is with the gas, it is also converted into solid, solid is also converted into the gas. With the we know that the temperature at which solid is converted into the liquid, it is simply called as the melting point. That or this process it is again called as the fusion. This is again we completed. The temperature at which liquid is converted into the gas, it is simply called as the boiling point. It is again we completed. Or it is vaporization. Then again we know that this solid is converted into the gas, it is simply called as the sublimation. And again this liquid is converted into solid, it is simply called as the freezing point, or it is again called as the solidification. That is also be completed. That gas, it is also converted into the liquid. We know that it is called as the condensation process. It is called as the condensation. And again, the solid to liquid or liquid to solid to gas or gas to solid, it is simply called as the sublimation. This all part we already completed the matter in our surrounding chapter. So now, this second chapter is matter around us pure. In this chapter, we have to study that in the some important point like chemical classification of matter. This concept we have to study. After studying about the chemical composition of matter or classification of matter, we have to study pure substance, then mixture, then we have to study element, compound. Again we have to study that is the in element metal, non-metal, metalloids concept. Again, in mixture, two types that will explain by one tree diagram. That is our first concept. In this chapter, the name of concept is the chemical classification of element. So simply chemical classification of matter, not elements. And in chemical classification of matter, basically two types of the chemical classification of matter. One, it is called as the pure substance. What is the first classification? Pure substance. And second one, chemical classification of matter, it is simply called as the mixture. These are the two classification of matter. After that, this pure substance, it is again classified. This pure substance, it is classified into the two types. One is called as the elements, and second one, it is called as the compound. With the element and the compound, it are two types of the pure substance. This element, it is again classified into the three types. One is called as the metal, second one is called as the non-metal, and third one, it is called as the semi-metal, or we can also use the another one word that is called as the metalloids. It is simply semi-metal or metalloids. And this mixture, it is again classified into the two types. One, it is called as the homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture. And second one type of the mixture, it is simply called as the heterogeneous mixture. So this is the simple tree diagram related to the classification of matter. It's very simple. Okay. So now this chemical classification of matter, we will explain this concept one by one. Out of this concept, we will explain that is the first concept. It is simply called as the pure substance. Now, firstly, before explain the concept pure substance, I will define the definition of pure substance. A substance consists of single type of particle. The substance consists of single type of particle. So this is the simple definition. Means when it is simply made by only one particle, then it is called as the simply pure substance. Actually, keep in your mind that we simply call it as the ghee. So ghee, in Marathi, we use word tup, pure ghee. Okay, but actually it is not pure. We know that ghee, it is prepared from basically milk. Okay, and we know that milk contains the protein, milk contains the vitamins, milk contains the carbohydrate. Okay, which is the not pure, it is the combination of two or more substances. That's why that ghee, it is not pure substance. Again, milk, it is also not a pure substance, because I already explained, it is the combination of protein, carbohydrate, vitamin. That's why milk is also not pure. So this here we know that here it is also not pure. Why not pure it is? It is the combination of the various gases, you know that, like O2 gas, N2 gas. Okay. Again, we know that ozone, inert gases element, all these gases combination is there. That's why air is also not pure. With so many examples. But which is the example of the pure substance? We know that sugar. So sugar, it is the pure substance. Why sugar is the pure substance? We know that the chemical formula of the sugar, sheet where H22O11, it is the chemical formula of the cane sugar, and we know that cane sugar cannot be separated. Means this carbon, hydrogen and oxygen cannot be separated into one another. That's why this sugar, it is the pure substance. Again we know that gold, it is also the pure substance because it cannot be separated. We again know that carbon, it is also the pure, it cannot be separated. This silver, it is again that is the pure substance, it cannot be separated. So many examples we having related to the part of the pure substance. Now actually, after studying about the definition as well as the examples related to the pure substance, now we will study that is the properties of the pure substance. So first, pure substance contain only one type of particle. Properties are again called as the characteristics. First property, the pure substance contain only one particle. So this is the first property. It is consist of only one particle, that we already explained this first property in its definition. So again, it has a definite composition. This is also the second property. Its composition is also definite. The third one, it has definite melting point, boiling point, and we also have the density. These 3 points is also actually definite. Actually we know that definite means actually it is fixed. Melting points we know that already. The temperature at which solid is converted into the liquid at 1 atmospheric pressure is called as the melting point. Okay, that melting point of the pure substance is actually the definite. Boiling point, you already know that the temperature at which liquid is converted into the gas at 1 atmospheric pressure, and is again the fixed, again a definite. Density means we know that mass per unit volume, that is also the definite. All this property. Again, we having the fourth one property, it is perfectly homogeneous. Actually, homo. Homo means simply same, and hetero means the dissimilar. Homogeneous is simply in Marathi. It is एकजीव असणे आपण असं म्हणतो त्याला. Okay, means pure substance it is homogeneous. We can't separate sugar into carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. We can't separate that gold. That is the आपल्याला असं सेपरेट करता येते का नाही. That's why it is the perfectly homogeneous. Means these are the four properties. Very simple. That first property contain only one particle. Then definite composition is again very simple. Definite melting point, boiling point, as well as the definite density. And fourth one is the perfectly homogeneous. It's very simple property related to the part of the pure substance. Now, after studying about the properties of the pure substance, then we will study the classification of the pure substance. And in classification of pure substance, there are actually pure substances are classified into the two types. One is called as the element, and second one classified is called as the compound. It is understand, it's very easy part. Element and compound. Out of this we will study, that is the first one part is called as the elements. First one definition, an element is the simplest form of the substance which cannot be split. Means it is simplest or simpler form of the substance which can not split into two or more substances. This is the simple definition. It is a simpler form, is very simpler form of the substance which cannot be split. A word here, split, meaning is the separation. What is the meaning of splitting? Separation. It cannot be split into two or more substances. It is called as the element. Now, in 10th standard, we are in the one chapter. Name of chapter is the periodic classification of element. In that chapter, we will study that is the actual concept of the elements. There in modern periodic table, there are 118 elements are present, and that 118 elements actually divided into the three parts: metal, non-metal, and semi-metal or metalloids. Like that, we know that first element, periodic table start from the hydrogen atom. It is actually the element, okay, but it is present in the gas state. In which state? Gas state. We again know that second element helium, third element lithium, fourth element beryllium, boron, carbon. These are the symbol. This is the symbol of the lithium. Barium, Be symbol used for the beryllium. Boron, B symbol used for the boron. Carbon, C symbol used for carbon. Nitrogen, N symbol used for nitrogen. Oxygen, O symbol used. Then fluorine, F symbol used for the fluorine. Then neon, it is inert gas, any symbol used for this. Again we know that sodium, Na symbol used for this. Magnesium, Mg symbol used. Then aluminium, Al symbol is used. Silicon, Si symbol is used. Then phosphorus, P symbol is used. Then sulfur, S symbol is used. Then chlorine, Cl symbol is used. Then argon, Ar symbol is used. then potassium K, calcium C. Number of examples we have. That is only 20 elements I use. That is the also helium is here second. So if you observe, their physical state is different, but like hydrogen present in the gas state. Again, if you observe, this nitrogen is also gaseous state, oxygen is also gaseous state, this fluorine is also having the gaseous state. Okay, so with the some element present in the gaseous state, like lithium, this beryllium, it is present in the solid state. That boron, carbon present in the solid state. Magnesium, sodium, aluminum present in the solid state. Means actually these elements are present in the solid state, liquid state as well as the gaseous state. So this is the first part of the element. In next class we will explain that is the three parts of the element. One is the metal, second one is the non-metal, and third one is the semi-metal or metalloids. Thanks.